Happy New Year, Sagittarius, and this is your New Year reading. We're not going to focus on today's energy because we are in a holiday, so I'm sure people are just, spending time or relaxing or whatever it is you're doing. So, I'm sure that you're focused on that. So I saw a reading earlier today by Sassy Scorpion Tarot. I only have like less than a handful of other readers that I am kind of faithful to. And so she did a reading all with the aces, all about beginnings, all about what you're opening up to, and definitely that's what we're going to do. Sagittarius, that's what we're doing. We're exploring all the aces, what you're opening your heart to, new experiences, or this can even be like with the Ace of Wands, what you're doing, right? New things you're starting. The Ace of Swords, what is becoming clear, or it can be also truths that are revealed to you. And the Ace of Pentacles, where your focus is going. Because the Ace of Pentacles is your point of focus or opportunities. So yeah, Sagittarius, it's all here for you. So let's get started. And I have a little bit of homework for you. I do. Because it literally won't leave my mind. So whoever wants to do it can do it. Whoever doesn't want to do it doesn't have to do it. But my challenge to you is to pick 3 words that you find inspiring, okay, that really resonate with you. So don't think about the words in terms of generalized inspiration, right? They have to mean something to you. It would be words specifically that inspire you. It could be red, for all I know. Because, the project is to move more in inspiration than pessimism, or negativity. And, you would therefore take these words and use them every day in some way, because words are spells, y'all. And we really have to focus on inspiration. We do. So let me know in the comments what your words are. So, okay. Sagittarius, the feelings that are rising within you for the new year are the Hangman. All right. It's like completing a cycle of surrender, because Sagittarius in 2023 was very much in that energy. You're definitely moving differently in 2024. Okay. I do kind of feel like 2023 taught you there was no rush. It's not about moving. It's about the moves that you make. I can tell you that you're getting a new perspective on how quickly things have to go. With the Knight of Pentacles here and the King of Wands female, this is definitely about feeling. Okay, definitely about passion. Because, and I always feel like the King of Wands female kind of stirs the pot a little bit. You know what I mean? Because she's not as let's go get this done as the King of Wands is. But she is the passion. She is the one. She holds the Ace of Wands. Okay? So that's saying. She holds the Ace of Wands. She has the spark. And so you have the spark, but you no longer relate that to moving quickly. You relate that to your moves meaning something. So they're all coming from a place of passion, not quickness. And this is a new perspective. One that probably you thought about. Wowza. Okay, Sagittarius. So the Ace of Cups is clarified by Temperance. You're all over this reading. There's so many Sagittarius cards, but let me just say that what isn't here in terms of Sagittarius is this isn't really about, I don't want to say this isn't about winning, because I'm not seeing the Six of Wands. I really feel like it isn't really, these are beginnings, not endings, right? These aren't about what you're completing. These are about what you're starting. And in terms of Sagittarius cards, we're seeing Temperance and Judgment. We're not seeing, so there's not even like a ton of wands here, except for the King of Wands female, which means everything. And another thing throughout this reading, which I found as a reader very telling, is that your aces are leading to other aces, and you're almost like connecting your beginnings to each other. So that is really magical, right? So in other words, because specifically, let me find one that I can point out to you. The Ace of Cups, because of, the Ace of Cups is what you're opening your heart to, right? But it's with the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is the next placement. So it's kind of like you're figuring out how each beginning leads to the next. And of course, the 4 aces are an indicator of change. That is another indicator of 1111, to be quite honest with you. So let's get to it. Ace of Cups, what you're opening your heart to. I feel like you're putting yourself back out there again, Sag. I do. Like Temperance, you've spent time bringing everything together, balancing yourself out, and probably have spent some solitary time to do that, and now you're ready to, with the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands, go towards the unknown. You're ready to experience life again. You're ready to have experiences. And I feel like that's one of my intentions for the year. And everything is literally pointing back to passion for you this year. So you're definitely feeling your own power. And of course, Temperance is your own power, right? Temperance is your own power, and you've taken the time to really pull it all together. So you literally, in the reading and even in your first card, is you're using all the elements this year. You're not just fire, Sag. Of course, none of us are, because we're all 12 signs and we're all energies and stuff, but you are actually working with all of the energies this year. So there's a sense that in 2023, even though some people felt like it was a stagnation, do nothing, crap year, it wasn't. You were learning how to master the elements. Fire, water, earth, air. You were. And so you kind of are emerging differently. You're definitely calmer. You're definitely more peaceful. Your heart is at rest, Sag. And that is a beautiful place to be. You've taken whatever bad things have happened and you've gained some peace about it. And now you're ready to jump in. I don't want to say jump, because we're not impulsive anymore. But you're ready to forge forward. You're ready to take the sparks that you feel and push out, Sag. Push out, right? Even though you don't know what that is necessarily. Even though you're also really trusting your instincts. So say, and I feel like that may be something you've been overcoming. So say that, I don't know, there's something, someone says to you, let's go somewhere, and suddenly just the mention of that makes you so excited. You're going to be like, oh, yes, I'm in. Because you are following that feeling and you are trusting it. That's what's even more magical, is that it's not just about calling our power back. It's not just about owning our power. It's about believing it. Okay, Sag? Food for thought. So in terms of the Ace of Wands, which is what you're starting, what you're beginning, you are moving in more passionate energy. You have, moved on from quite a few things, and you're still focused on moving forward. You're still focused on change. And Six of Swords, the Death card, and the Five of Cups, which I feel like all of this transformation, especially coupled with the Six of Swords, is going to change your mindset. change your mindset because maybe you were focused on loss. You're not. You see it as change now. You see it as change because that's what the death card does. It ends something so that something can begin. And you may have been overly focused on loss, overly focused on what didn't go right. And that's changing. You're moving on from that. And it's really reflected in your communication. So you're also speaking more with passion in 2024 and speaking with passion about what you're going towards specifically. Okay, so Ace of Swords, what's being revealed, what are the Ace of Swords is also those aha moments, those realizations. You are Judgment. Okay. Judgment, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. You're making a decision here. This kind of feels like seize the day. So there's something you're doing, okay? The Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, one ace is pointing to the other, so you're working with all the energies. And what's happening is that you're making a decision to go towards an opportunity. And even knowing that Four of Pentacles, that means that money might be tight, that, you might have to be really cautious with your security. And you don't even know if this will pay off, to be honest, but you're doing it anyway. And it's interesting because last night or the other night's reading was kind of about that, taking an idea and going with it, And it's really interesting because I feel like Judgment is also telling you that you might have hesitated in the past. You might have hesitated, but now you're like, nope, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So then we come to the Ace of Pentacles and your point of focus, which is Ace of Swords. I'm telling you. Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Swords female. Now, the King of Swords female is someone who is very open and very compassionate. Like, people can go to her. She has answers, right? Just like the Queen of Swords. But she also, this is someone who shows you how to fix things the same way the King of Swords does. Only the King of Swords female has, I feel like they have a more passionate delivery and they're probably a better listener. Okay, because I always feel like the King of Swords really doesn't have all that much patience, especially if you're bringing emotions into the quotient. But I feel like there's a big thing about you being honest with yourself. Okay, that is the Ace of Swords for me. You being honest that, this is a good opportunity. But the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles is looking at the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is looking outward. I feel like this may be specifically talking about an opportunity that you may be taking. Okay, but there's also the question of your security, right? Financial security, perhaps. And also, learning. Because the Eight of Pentacles next to the King of Swords female is kind of saying that, before you go towards any opportunity, Sag, you need to focus on like what work is going to be involved. What more do you need to know? What more do you need to learn? And even like this can be talking about you. Eight of Pentacles, you have to be honest about your skills, honest about when maybe you don't have enough skills, and you have to be open to hearing it. So you may have to be open to criticism on some level, but understand the criticism is not coming from a putting you down area. It's what you can do better. It's what you can do better. And for some, it might even be necessary for you if you are taking on a new opportunity to maybe entertain a side hustle, right? But what this is all about is you're focused on learning, Sagittarius. That is your focus coming up. Learning and being open to the information. Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and also understanding that sometimes, Ten of Swords, sometimes you need this stagnation, Sagittarius. Like you've achieved a lot, you know a lot, and you've planted a lot of seeds, but, you know, it's kind of like telling you that you are receiving information, you are being set free, you are moving towards something, because the Queen of Swords is also about freedom. Financial freedom, you know, forging ahead, you know, from hard times here. It could tell you that there's an end to your stagnation. There's an end to your financial distress if you're having it. Oh my gosh, it does. The Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Like a serious end to financial hardship here. But once again, I'm just completely drawn to the fact that, especially if said opportunities are something that is not in your wheelhouse or not totally, that's what it could be telling you. There's a change in direction, perhaps a little pivot, you know, and this is actually going to set you free. It is going to, you know, provide more independence of movement for you, and because it's taking you out of a stuck energy where you don't have enough. Okay, and it's allowing for you to do more. So, I mean, with the Ten of Swords being here, you might be reluctant, honestly. But I feel like, oh, look at this. The Emperor and the Knight of Wands is telling you it's the right move. It's the move you've been waiting for. I said what I said. So let's get you some quick advice, Sag. It's looking good though, Sagittarius, and energetically, Sagittarius, it is amazing. Just so you know. Just so you know, I really feel like that's what this time has been about. You know, that's what the stagnation has been about. Harnessing energies you maybe didn't completely master. And it really looks as if you're going to be doing more of that. And not only is it coming to you via other people, you're freaking seeking it out. Wow. I know, I get so excited, Sag. I'm sorry. Especially about new beginnings. And by the way, thanks you guys for sticking with me this year and helping me blow up this channel. And having all the conversations with me. I so appreciate it. And that has made me kind of decide that perhaps instead of doing cards in live, we're going to just do a little chit chat about whatever. So what's on the bottom is the King of Pentacles, the Tower, the Page of Wands. I do definitely feel like you're going in a different direction. I don't know what that means exactly, but something's being blown up here. And I think the King of Pentacles can be set in their ways. Right? So I do feel as if that might be part of it. Kind of like the way you thought things were going to be. It's getting blown to pieces, Sag. And it's to bring a big change for you. And what actually happens is it puts you in your power. Oh, God. It's like Sag all the time. And I don't know why, but that's making me think of the Mickey song. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Yes, y'all, I do think of the weirdest things while I'm doing these readings. There's a lot of fireworks going on because I'm doing this New Year's Eve. I'll probably post it tonight, too. Okay. So what is Sagittarius's advice? Sagittarius's advice or actions? Throw out the book, Sag. Now, what this tells you, right? This is 11. Let's get more. I have one more for Sagittarius. Okay. It's with community and TikTok, right? So it is telling you. Now, Sagittarius doesn't like to go by a specific set of rules, right? We know that. We don't like it. But, you know, on some level, it's telling you some of the time, Sag, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that for the sake of other people. You know, and just know that all of these things are step by step. Step by step, Sag. Step by step. So, I love it. I love this for you, Sagittarius. And Treasure Island is on the bottom. Go, Sag. So, I hope that you guys are staying safe and toodles.